Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hearts of 4 playing as the United Kingdom, the greatest of Britain. And the results are in on two things. One, the famous referenda, or whatever it's called, for whether the UK should stay in the EU in real life. But I won't really talk about that, that's unimportant to this. But also, what path the United Kingdom should take on the world stage when it comes to politics. And currently, the British Union of Fascists only have 2% of the support of the people. But we will increase that, because they were the one winning. Like, you chose that quite clearly, I would say. Almost everyone was telling me to go fascist, so we'll go fascist. The Union of British Fascists, no, British Union of Fascism, will take control of the country. No question about that. So we will make sure that that happens. But I was thinking of one thing more. We have one carrier here who apparently has his fighters and naval bombers ready. But maybe we should start making, you know, not interwar bombers, but I was going to say carrier naval bombers and carrier fighters. That seems like something that would be pretty useful to do. And are we even producing, do we even have available the Sea Gladiator? No, we don't. The Sea Gladiator is not ready, so we should probably research that as well. So we have carrier fighters and carrier naval bombers ready. Speaking of carrier naval bombers, let's see here, naval bombers. No, we don't have the Shark available. Oh, we do have the Shark. Yeah, we do. So we can make Blackburn Shark. Alright, so maybe we should start producing that. I'll put one for carrier naval bomber, and one motorized will have to sacrifice. How about two then? Wait, what the hell? Okay, one of the Hurricanes. There we go. So now there will be at least one factory making carrier naval bombers. So that will be pretty good. Another wonderful music kicked in as well. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, let's see here. There's 3%, that's 1.4, that's almost ready. We should probably save the time there and focus on other things. Anti-tank, perhaps. We're going to fight the Germans at one point or another, so we need anti-tank guns. We will need that. Everything is looking well around here. Still can't take Iraq, unfortunately, but we will, sooner or later. Now we have one more factory already. And since we are making carrier naval bombers, I think starting out on carrier fighters should be pretty good. So we have at least some stockpile up. And holy shit, that is not a fast production. 10 per year currently. Sure, it will improve over time, but 10 per year, that's not a lot. So what can we do now? We can expand our anti-air. We could do that around these parts to prepare a bit. So maybe prepare anti-air over here, and then radar stations, yeah, that were done. We've gone through that before. Air bases, yeah. Perhaps air bases in, Gibraltar, perhaps increase that. Malta, and even coastal fort in Malta would probably be pretty good. Gibraltar as well, improve that stuff. Make it a bit stronger. Perhaps some land fort here in... no, not over there. Around here. So we have some protection against when the evil Italians come knocking at our door and trying to take all of Egypt away from us. So maybe prepare for the war. Even it's a bit early to do it, but we need our poor little construction factories to construct things for us. They need to prove their worth. And soon another military factory was done, actually right there. So what should it do? Replacing all the fighters with Hurricanes will be a pretty good investment at the moment. Because we need those bloody airplanes to be completely replaced by improved fighters. Because we need them against Germany, and who knows what will happen with France. France is currently not in a faction, but they could as well create their own faction. In fact, I have never played as France, so let's see. Little Entente. Oh, so they can make their own faction here? Yeah, French Entente Alliance. Interesting. And that invites Czechoslovakia immediately. And they can invite then Yugoslavia, Romania, Polish Guarantee. This is interesting. This is an interesting tree. Plus, for this playthrough, I went through with not historical. AI, whatever, focuses. So the AI could technically do whatever the hell it wants, and that would be completely fine. So I fully expect France to go its own way when it comes to this, to make the French alliance or whatever they want to call it. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to when they add more focus trees for different countries. I'm pretty sure they will do the same thing that they did in EU with that part. So now we got done with coerce Spain, which is good. Could go for Commonwealth ties and develop. I don't know why we want to spend time developing that shit. Why would we want Indian independence? But now we can coerce Turkey or coerce Greece. Or go for Balkan strategy. This is, I mean, if we have this ready, this will leave us then with invasion of Italy sooner or later. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. But now we also have the ability to go here because the tension in the world has increased, so now we can go for general armament, rearmament, and go through there. And that will be pretty good because that leads to air rearmament, especially, will be pretty good. But also naval rearmament, which is also extremely good. So both of those things can be, well, let's just say, very influential in the future war. The next strike for Germany will be to take Austria, as it almost always does. I wonder though if they will do anything special with Czechoslovakia. I actually played like 2 days ago. I was fairly bored and I thought to myself, I'm going to play a bit as Poland, because I was considering playing Poland for this playthrough, but I ended up with Britain instead for various reasons. Most of them was that I was not really sure how to play Poland. So I was playing some Poland and it was going extremely well. Like I took Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, Yugoslavia, Bulgaria, and had my little Eastern European bloc over there. And then yeah, I decided to make war against Germany. And it was going surprisingly well. The Soviet Union declared war on me. And 2 front wars, Poland versus Germany and Soviet Union, that all can focus on you. That's pretty much the worst thing that can happen. So, well, goodbye to that playthrough, I suppose. But it was fun. It was fun that it could last that long. And now we're starting to have some gladiators. Because we have replaced most of them with hurricanes, so the gladiators will, I'm assuming, return to the reserves. Now since they're being replaced. So I could technically use them if I want to, well, which I might do. And now we have the fascism. So let's see here. Where are you? John Beckett. Welcome to being part of our nation. Let's see here. Popular support. The younger generation will take up the torch. Torch. What the hell would that be? Alright, so now we will have some fascism growing. Oswald Mosley is the party leader of the British Union of Fascists. So perhaps he will be the one, and we'll see. And Neville Chamberlain will go to history as the one enabling fascism to take over United Kingdom. I mean, I feel bad for Neville Chamberlain. No matter what he does in either games, old history, or in real history, he will always be looked at as some kind of joke. After all, he was responsible for Britain's pre-war joke in Munich. That's stolen from Monty Python, incidentally. That's like if you haven't seen it, go for the funniest joke in the world. I think the sketch is called by Monty Python. That is truly brilliance. True brilliance. Interception detection. Go with that. Oh, a lot of research being done. Wonderful. This is too far away still. Crusader could start work on the Vickers. Or we could... No, wait, that's also too far away. Here we go, though. Here are stuff we need to do. That is good. Both improved infantry equipment and support weapons. Like, some of these songs I really want to add to a playlist and just have on Spotify or whatever and play around with. I have that with... I have a playlist called Paradox, which is basically the music from Crusader Kings 2, Hearts of Iron 4, Hearts of Iron 3... No, it's not Hearts of Iron 4 yet. But I have Hearts of Iron 3, I have EU 3 and EU 4, as well as Victoria 2. So that's a pretty good playlist. And sometimes I just go back and listen to the soundtrack of Europa Universalis 2, because that had a bunch of music from the air, like, what do you call it? Licensed music or whatever that fitted the time period. and was reconstructed from that. So that's fun stuff. You should take a listen to it. If you haven't played EU4, maybe at least take a listen to the soundtrack. A lot of that is pure nostalgia for me at this point. Pure nostalgia. So let's see, infantry division in the West Midlands. We are starting to have quite a few of them. Quite a few. That's pretty good. Okay, general rearmament is done. Maybe air rearmament to start with, or maybe the Shadow Scheme. Let's go with the Shadow Scheme, so we can reach that extra research slot, which is good. And I think that's the only research slot that we have available. Here's war with Japan. We require the Peninsular War. Oh yeah, that's true. Should probably prepare for that as well. I forgot about the whole conflict with Japan that will end up happening. The British issues of always, like, so many fronts to take care of. We have Malaysia here and Singapore to take care of. And of course, try to support our little friend here of the British Raj. And then we have Africa, and we of course have Europe. So, yeah, that is not brilliant. Plus, I kind of want to murder United States, as it turns out. But I doubt that will be possible. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Is there any ships that are available yet? No, that's 1940. I should know this by now. At heart. But some computing machine that also allows for... I always have neglected the whole decryption and encryption thing, but I think I will start doing that. It's also somewhat fast to do, at least encryption. It's only 84 days, that's not too long. Plus, I've noticed that it gives a combat boost to the enemy if they have higher decryption than you have encryption. So that will, I mean, it seems unnecessary to give the enemy combat boosts when you don't need to. I mean, if you can keep it yourself, that's pretty darn good. And this is a mishmash of all kinds of ships. But still, I want to know how this works. I want to know how all of this works. But now we have 4 ships here, and the first HMS Ark Royal Carrier 2. That's pretty good. Does it have all the naval bombers? I'm not producing even regular naval bombers. I think it's just the carrier ones. Yeah, but it's not that many. And now with the fighters being done, maybe I should readjust some of them to be over here. And now we have carrier fighters that we can replace this with. And when will naval bomber... That's a rock. So that's pretty far away. Spitfire will rush though. Spitfire sound cool and are probably pretty cool. Plus Supermarine Spitfire. That's just... I'm pretty sure they just named that in order to sound badass. Pretty sure. Now the British Union of Fascists have 12. Oh! Declared war! So Austria rejected the demands. Oh well, Austria, with your 50% fascists. I don't think you'll survive very long against Germany. I've gotta say, I'm not confident about your chances here, but it's interesting that Germany had to declare war on Austria. That's probably the first time I've seen that happen as well. See, oh we're actually stashing up quite a bit of Hurricanes as well. Perhaps I should make another air wing of Hurricanes. Perhaps here in Gloucestershire. Let's see, some more Hurricanes. There we go. Yeah, already ready. Hawker Hurricane. And the Shadow Scheme, Industrial Effort, and finally, another research slot. It's interesting how research is being handled in the game, that you can get another research slot. And I'm pretty sure, let's see, extra research slot. There's some country that has 2, but which one is it? Here's one. There's 2. Okay, so Soviet Union has 2 extra research slots. I'm pretty sure they start with 3 research slots to begin with though, so in the end most of them will end up with 5. I think Italy, in fact, starts with 4 and then quite early can get another research slot. So Italy has... They start out a bit far behind, I think, on research, but they have the ability to catch up really fast. And unlike Germany, I think Germany is a bit more hidden, if I don't recall incorrectly. Yeah, it's hidden here behind. Need to have all of these, and then take this and this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 focuses that you need to take, only to get 1 extra resource slot. Well, Italy, I think, is just 4. If it wasn't incorrect, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So that's much faster, much faster. Let's see, another research is done. Wonderful, wonderful news, wonderful. Could go for upgraded radar. And with upgraded radar, what could fit there? Get started perhaps on advanced machine tools, even though we will save some time just by not doing so, but yeah, let's go for it. Quartermaster General, seems fun stuff, fun stuff. Go for him. Ernest Bevin. And is there anyone else? Who will be the last one to join when it comes to the political advisor? War industrialist could be useful. Silent workhorse is also fairly good, but I think we won't have too much issues with the political power. But it could be useful either way. Could be, I don't know yet. Perhaps sending these down to London area, and maybe you should set them up in an army once and for all. Perhaps I should change out my cavalry brigade to something more useful. Tank brigade is also an issue. And so is this little thing. Perhaps adding only 1 artillery to it. This is start with, just so it's a bit stronger. That would cause us to need to produce artillery, of course, which I'm surprised I haven't had to build yet. So I will take some from this and add up. So UK production will be spread quite thin.